we're going to be doing a little bit of failover testing in the lab. So I've got my new fancy UISP Router Pro that I'm testing out. Currently I have Edge Pro routers where I have this failover set up pretty good, and I'm trying to find out if I can do the same with the new routers. So I've got both WAN connections in here. You can see there's a fiber and an LTE, and I can also tell by just looking at the response time if it's fiber or LTE. And I'm using my favorite little tool, HR Ping, to do my ping test, because by default it'll ping twice a second, where Microsoft does once a second. Just a little bit more granularity. I could go further, but it's not necessary. So this is more than good enough. And I can just kind of eyeball this, see what my baseline is. And it's, it's less than 10 milliseconds easily, probably most of the time less than 5. But there we go. And all I'm going to do is reach over to number 8 and unplug it. Now I'm on a remote session, so I'm also going to see how long it takes this thing to reconnect as well. So I'm reaching over, I unplugged number 8, and you should see, there you go, 8's gone, and we skipped a couple of packets, and my session's reconnecting, and we're back. So that wasn't too bad at all. And you can see now my response time is over here. So if I really want to, I can come over here and do the math and find out how many I missed. A lot of times with ICMP, just look at the sequence number, and you have to count in hex, obviously, C, D, E, F, and then obviously 2, 3, 4. Number 1 is missing, obviously, that kind of thing. So you can kind of figure out how many are missing, and then I've got the time up here, so it gives me an idea as well. But just visually, this is fine. Like, as far as I'm concerned, it's good enough. So I'm going to plug 8 back in. And then I should see my time drop again. There you go. See? Skip. Didn't even skip a beat. Now, according to this, we lost a ping, but even my remote control session didn't suffer. So that's pretty good. Now the next test, oh, it's reconnecting. Look at that. That's funny. So my next test is to go upstream from 8, and I'm not unplugging 8. I'm disconnecting the upstream connection that provides 8. So the link light is going to remain on. My gut feel is I'm going to unplug that upstream connection, and it's going to fail, and it's not going to recover. So let me see. All right, so that upstream connection is disconnected, and you can see the screen's kind of frozen. We'll see if it reconnects. I'm looking at the pings right now, and they're all timing out. And this is largely because that port is active. So I have to find out where the settings are to actually test that port and that path, and if it fails, then fall over to the other one. So, yep, it's not coming back. So I'm going to plug that upstream connection back in, and this should recover. Now I'm testing my remote control software, and it'll probably come back. Yeah, there you go. And you can see right here, all the pings timed out. So I talked to the vendor about this, and I asked originally, I said, can I have 2 WAN connections? Because this is clearly labeled as WAN, number 9, and 8's just a regular port. And they said, oh, you can use any old port you want. I said, great. Then I asked, how do I control which one we go out, 8 or 9? And they said, use the routing table. And I said, great. So now my next question for them is going to be, how can we test that port to make sure it's got viable internet connection? And if it doesn't, how does it fall back to the other? And what are the timeouts? And da-da-da. So this is what we do in the lab, folks. You make sure everything works or doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, you try to figure out why it doesn't work and how to fix it. That's it, folks. Have a good day. Bye for now.